CouchDB comes with an HTTP/JSON API. That's a very low level API. And you see that if you go to basically HTTP, this is localhost, 127.0.0.1, and this specific port that you may configure, But by default, they will go to this port. If you go to this one, you have an endpoint basically to this API, but you can continue with things like utils, and you will access actually their web application, okay, a graphical web application called Foxton. uh, Going back here, you see another way to access this is to pass directly, HTTP requests. And curl is a very well known product, very known utility basically to do just this. Okay, you can issue, you can see here, HTTP requests, and these are typical: get, put, post, delete. Okay, could have a header and so on. HTTP requests, but the most used verbs so far are, as you can see here, we have get, put. Yeah, you have a post later on, and delete. So we'll run different operations at this very low level. Okay, very low level. And look, let's start with this one, and where to run this one. We'll open up a terminal here, because this goes from a command line. Yeah, you can run it from a command line as well. Uh, you don't have to be here in any specific virtual environment, or in any specific subfolder. Yeah, this will run. Just make sure that you have a PowerShell terminal if you are in Windows. Yeah, because I experienced a few problems before, and you'll see if you are on Linux, you'll have to adjust this line terminator here, because for multi-line commands, I think on Linux, for instance, you get a backslash instead of a backtick. Okay, but just because I'm on Windows, here is a backtick. On Mac, it's very likely you'll still have also a backslash. But once again, check the specifics of your operating system. Guys, and let's just start with this one. Yeah, let's just start with this one, curl, and I'll simply pass this web address. Okay. They tell me here, okay, unauthorized, authentication required. And why this? Yeah, let's do this next. And look, it's interesting. Yeah, we'll have to do this because, yep. Let me just adjust this a bit. Okay, I have basically the same web address here, but I will authenticate basically this way. Not a nice way to do it, because you'll get this hard coded. Okay, you can see that's a possible security issue here, especially for the password. Yeah, but that's why I used here only locally, only by myself. Yeah, a local server. Okay, if things like this happen, and you have something local to experiment with, you can pass easily things like this. Otherwise, you've seen that already on the Docker container. They encapsulated into internally into environment variables the username and the password. You can do the same here. But so far, to authenticate, basically uh, you have to insert this in every link you see here, in every link that you have. So let's do it again. Let's do it again. And yes, you see, we get, it's very unformatted here, but let's find the answer in JSON. CouchDB, welcome. Okay, the version, you get different information. You get features here. You get an array with the features, access ready, vendor, the name, the Apache software foundation. Okay, this is good. Let's continue with something else. And look, that's a way you can pass a get command. So you have a -x and get, and then okay, you have a different pass here. So this is what changes basically. If you pass all DBs, okay, this will this will translate into definitely get me all available databases. And look, we had the 3 system databases that you found there, and our test one. Okay, how to create a new database? That's a way. You come up with a put, and the last one is no longer a pass. This one is the name of your new database. Test2 will create a new test2 database. Okay, guys, let's do this. And they say, okay, true. And let me go back here to display again. The databases. Look, test2 has been added there. Okay, that's nice. Let's see what else. This one. let's have a look, and that's why I split it up on different lines because let's have a better look at this one. That's a put command. Okay, so this put and post commands usually they change data. They change data. Okay, and look, this will basically insert. You see, that's the way it goes. Okay, here you specify the database. Okay, in this specific database, okay, you add some JSON document. Okay, title, leave nothing, artist. Yeah, this is what we'll do. Okay, let me copy this one, paste it here. Okay, and yeah, let's see, run it. They say okay. Okay, and I got everything from here. Look, what I can do right now. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, you can eventually. You see, they return an ID. You can look by ID, but we'll do this later on from Python. Yeah. For now, what you can do is to issue a Mongo query. Issue a Mongo query, very similar to the one that we had before. Selector ID regex. You see, but look at the ID. The ID is 6E1. Okay, it starts with 6E1 and so on. So I use a regular expression here to find every entry, okay, in the test2 database, okay, every entry where the ID, you see, the ID is similar to this one. Let's see what we get because there are different things here that may work or not. Yeah, I copied this one. Let me just do it properly this time. Okay, that's also multi-line command. No matching, they say. Okay, no matching. And let me check because I think it was ID here, not underscore ID. Yeah, let's run this again. Okay, warning, no matching index was found. Okay, and this returned, still nil. Okay, yeah, you have to adjust it to find something, especially for this entry here. That's a regular expression, and yes, six. This means that okay, your ID should start with this one, and then it may have everything, yeah, after this one. Anyway, I will leave it up to you. You know, at some point you can you can yeah, you know what? Let's try to play with this one this way. Okay, the title should be and should start with okay with there. Let's see. Let's see what we get this time. Okay, and yeah, they may tell me. Okay, yeah, you see it. It's found. Yes, they tell me just like before when we did it from Foxton that I may need an index. Yeah, I may need an index. If I look by title, I may need an index on the title. Okay, guys, and look, let's try to delete basically now this test2 database. Okay, and we'll call a delete command. And look, if you look again, yeah, for the databases, let's see what we get. Okay, test1, test2 is no longer there. So, okay, you getting now that's one other way basically to interact with JSON data in CouchDB.